Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Satarine. Yeah. Today, to make calculations, astrological calculations, you got to admit they're very difficult. There's so many things to consider. And it doesn't help when they take the zero longitude away from India. Yeah, they take the zero longitude away from India and they place it somewhere near England, Greenwich. You know, that doesn't help at all to make calculations. I think it's a 29-minute discrepancy. Just pretty much. And in considering the universe and universal travel, because there is universe and universal travel, our GPO is Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh. If somebody wants to find this planet, or if you're sent, you take birth and you're sent here to this planet, that's the way to understand where you're supposed to go. It's all been. So some groups is following Shivratri today. Some group is following Shivratri tomorrow. Most of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas in this area are following it tomorrow. But it's a time to remember a significant happening within this universe. And that was when Sati, the wife of Shiva, goes to her father's house, Daksha, and she sees that Shiva is not being worshipped. And she hears her own father talk so badly of Shiva. So she decides, okay, I will burn myself. I will self-immolate my body, and that's it. So the scene is an incredible scene. There was a wonderful, in Hindi, but a wonderful drama on that. And the actors did such a good job. I think it was, like sequence 52 or something like that. I can't remember. Well, it did so good that they had to take it off. The producers just saw that it was just so good, and it just was so shocking that they just had to take it off. So it's a very shocking incident that happened. It's not just a Leela or something like this, but it's a very shocking incident. So, in memory of that time, we have the Mauna Amavasya, which is actually the appearance date of also Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Maharaj, he appeared on that. That was the time when Shiva took a vrat, not talking. That was it. I'm not helping out. I'm not engaging in anything. That's it. My own wife burns herself. So then he just, that. Now, that, we'd never, in our lifetime, we'd never be able to observe that. Because in a universal state, that happened for 50,000 celestial years. So we'd never be able to observe that. So instead of like that, just in memory, it has been placed only 2 Amavasyas back. 2 or 1, whatever. Okay, it's a short period of time, in other words. But still, we should try to get the feeling of what the whole universe was feeling. The whole universe. Not just this earth, but the whole universe was feeling this great distress that Sivaji was showing, and not even wanting to have anything to do with anything. And of course, when they did try to wake him up, and Cupid's wife danced in front of Shiva, it agitated him, and he got so angry that he burnt Cupid up, and also his anger just burnt everything on the earth. So you get a incredible picture of the situation on this earth. Yeah. So now, this is the day when the daughter of the Himalayas, who Sati comes as the daughter of the Himalayas. So now, she, by her worship of Lord, she found Lord Shiva, and she's worshipping him. And when I was a young devotee, I'm always young, but when I was a young devotee, and I went to New York, and I was just standing on the stairs outside because there was so many people inside listening to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada gave a lecture, and he talked about how beautiful Uma was before Sati, the daughter of the Himalayas, now the daughter of the Himalayas, and how she was taking milk and pouring it on his lingam. Now, being new to this whole philosophy and this whole way of life, everything was just like an eye-opener for us. So Prabhupada, in a very grave voice, he says, like, he's depicting the most beautiful girl in the whole universe, taking milk and pouring it on Shiva's linga, and it's not breaking his meditation. So Prabhupada says, that is Dhira. And he even repeats it, Dhira. very strong person. Eventually he did wake up, and eventually he did marry. And this is the day that he marries. So it's a very happy day. Very happy day, and many people here in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is like full of people. The Mahakumbha, they thought that, okay, after the last full moon, the Kumbh Mela will get less people. No, there's more people. And today and tomorrow, there is going to be a huge amount of people. We had a nice time at Kumbh Mela. We only spent about a half a day there, but that was plenty. Plenty. Okay. So once you take this time to remember Shiva, remember his distress, and now remember his happiness, and try to make him happy. Well, there's also the time when Lord Shiva, he gives instructions. This is in fourth canto, the Srimad Bhagavatam, 24th chapter. It's called Songs by Lord Shiva. These are songs of Lord Shiva glorifying Krishna. Sometimes people get confused, oh, who is supreme and who is not supreme. But here, Shiva is instructing the Prachetas on how they should meditate. And he's the perfection. He's the greatest yogi. So he's telling them how to perfect. And he goes into each aspect of Pradyumna, Niruddha, Shankarshan. It takes all the aspects of Krishna and how to look at them. You know? So it's a beautiful way to satisfy Shiva, is to sing the songs or sing the mantras that he glorifies Krishna with. He is glorifying Krishna with these songs. He puts himself as a person glorifying Krishna. Yeah. So if somebody wants to really satisfy Shiva, then he would take this and at least read some of the songs of Sivaji glorifying Krishna in his different aspects. You can you can say that, you know, some people are doing this day wrong, or some people are doing the day right. Can you imagine it? We're trying to 50,000, you know, celestial years. We're trying to fit it into maybe a month or 2-month period, you know, so that we can have the opportunity to glorify such a occurrence in this universe and bring memory of what had happened. But that Brahman, when we say Brahman, we are not just directing ourselves to some effulgence or not, but Brahman never takes transformation. He never undergoes transformation. And Brahman has his personal energy, his internal energy and everything. But then there's the marginal energy, us, and there's the external energy. External, in a sense, it's like from his left side, right? When his left side is individually recognized apart from him, individually recognized apart from him. And if you take it, that left side, and you individually recognize it, and you put it away from him, then it acts as external energy. That's all. His energy, left side, you take it and you apart it from him. So that energy has an attraction to him. And you're pulling it away. So that pulling away, it covers us. It doesn't transform us. He is not transformed. His personal being, Brahman, is not transformed. But also, he's manifesting us marginal. That is not transformed either. I cannot transform it into being him, nor can I transform it to being into the external energy. So it's not transformed. So a vision of a Vaishnava to anything is that it has been covered. And that covering really doesn't touch the marginal energy. It doesn't touch it. It doesn't become part of it. But it covers it. So all the living beings out there, however they're acting, whatever they're doing, they're just covered marginal energy. Just covered. So if you go out there, if I could take my own covering off, but if you go out there and just take the covering off, there'd be loving souls. Be loving souls. All of them. Loving souls. So you want to love that which is covered, and you want to love that which is covering it. That's the difficulty. because man, we all think that it's one and the same. So the external energy is loving. It's so loving it wants to pull itself back to Bhagavan. And the entity wants to pull it away from Bhagavan. Suffers. Okay, whatever. So the vision of the Vaishnava is only love. I love the living entity that's covered, and I also love the covering. Sristi Titi Pranaya Sasan Eka. Even Brahma, he glorifies the external energy. He glorifies Devi Dham, Mahesh Dham, and Golok Dham. And after that, the verse after that, he glorifies Devi. And after that, he glorifies Lord Shiva. So much he glorifies Lord Shiva, he just says it's like yogurt coming from milk. Krishna be in the milk and Shiva be in the yogurt. You can't really tell some difference. Oh, if somebody wants to do Shivratri today, good. Somebody wants to do Shivratri tomorrow, good. At least the person should get the mood of why it's here, or what are we commemorating, or why it's being done. Then you get the full benefit. Otherwise, it's just going out for some material thing. It's like a little ridiculous. Okay.